Hey guys, welcome back to the Digital Titans Daily Digest, and this is the episode number 4. You're with Casey at Digital Titans. I am so glad to be again in front of you, getting you all the updates on digital marketing from all around the web. Now, when I was talking to a lot of creators, when I interact with a lot of creators on online, it could be on YouTube, it could be on Instagram, it could be on any other platform. Now, one thing that all these creators have in common, and they say that the key to coming up with very, very good content is to come up with consistent content. Don't worry about the footage, don't worry about your voice, don't worry if you look good in these vlogs. This is not a portfolio where you send it for a movie shoot. One thing that you should be concerned about when you make content online is make sure that the content comes out consistent. If it's every day, it has to be a daily vlog, then it has to come consistently every day. If it's talking about, if you promise them to come in front of them with a set of updates as and when they happen, now you better be having a schedule. Coming up with consistent content is one of the most important keys than the content itself. So on that note, let's get started. I welcome you all to the episode number 4, where we talk about a lot of exciting stuff. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. So we're talking about Facebook. In my last vlog, the episode number 3, we spoke about how people have been deleting their Facebook apps left, right and center, and that doesn't seem to bother Facebook much when it comes to innovating and coming up with creative stuff. They're just not giving up. They're coming up with more and more innovating stuff. On that note, the first thing that you would have to understand today is when you have a Facebook page, and when you have somebody who is annoying you with some kind of comments or... Now, one bad thing that I've noticed, agreed, all of us have done that at some point in time when we were not really aware of how Facebook works. Now, you have these people who try to bypass your Facebook page content by promoting their own stuff. Now, these people are not really bad as such. Now, you don't want to hate them, you don't want to delete them or ban them from the Facebook page for good. Now, but you didn't like what they did on that particular post. Now, you will very soon see an option where you can ban people or stop people from commenting or disabling them from commenting on that particular post that you have made, than banning them permanently forever from the group or from the page. Now, this is one good update that's going to happen. The second thing that you would have is, how about this? You get a notification. Now, there will be days when you have made up something, made a post on Facebook, and you're really excited to read all the notifications. Now, if it's a happy birthday post that you made, saying that I spent my birthday with the family or with the loved ones or whatever, you put up that, and you will see a lot of people commenting on it or wishing you on your birthday. Now, I always had a pain point, which is I find it very difficult to go back to these posts, click every reply to each one of them. It's a tedious task. Now, I have a handful number of people on my Facebook friends list. So imagine if you are one of those social rock stars when you have like thousands of people wishing you on your birthday. An alternative for that is you just wish them saying that thank you for all the wishes, but it's not personalized, right? Now, Facebook is experimenting with replying or on your notifications from the notifications tab itself, so that you don't have to go to the post, click and then do that. You can do it from the notifications tab. So that's something that Facebook is experimenting with. What are Facebook Canvas ads? Now, Canvas ads are the full screen mobile ads which give you a very, very enriching experience when you talk about certain products. Now, let me show how this works. Now, this is my phone. Now, if you have a phone, and let's say if you have a product on that you're trying to promote. Now, let's say we're talking about a new mobile phone that's being launched. Now, on my phone, a Canvas ad would look like a full screen image of the product, which is very enriching. And now it makes a lot of difference for me when I'm viewing that, and it has a lot of impact. Now, Facebook is renaming these Canvas ads into to something called as instant experiences. They're trying to give you the best experiences instantly as soon as you look at the ad. A couple of things to these instant experience ads, aka Canvas ads, is that now you will be having the functionality to run remarketing on these ads. Apart from having the remarketing functionality, you can also add certain pixels where you can track conversions of these ads. And they've also introduced about 6 templates, like for a storefront, for a product, for electronics. Now, they've come up with about 6 templates that you could readily use when you're creating these ads. Now, hopefully you will start giving wonderful experiences to the users who are clicking on your ads and trying to explore more about the products that you're trying to advertise. So that's new about Facebook instant experience ads. In my opinion, social media platforms are not platforms that just let you engage with your existing contacts or engage existing audience. Social platforms are platforms that would enable you to get in touch with new audiences from time to time. Now, that is the whole essence of social media if you look at it. Now, what is the point if I'm having about 1,000 people in my group and if I'm only engaging with these 1,000 groups, now that's not real social media. Social media is where you try and engage with new people, promote your brand, offer value, do whatever you can to add value to the existing system, and thereby adding a lot of contacts and getting in touch with new people. That's social media, in my opinion. Let's assume all of us know what Facebook Live is. Now, Facebook Live is where somebody is broadcasting something for live, and you watch that, and you know how many people are watching it along with you, how many people are liking it, how many people are commenting on it, and how many people are giving a thumbs up or a heart. They say that they love this post. Now, these are all existing. Now, how about extending the same feature to non-live videos, and you are watching about, let's say, Bill Gates talking about something, and along with that, and this is not a live video that I'm talking about, this is a non-live video of Steve Jobs' interview that took place, let's say, in 2006, and how many of us are watching that video is exciting. Now, this is a non-live video, which means it is not live, and along with you, how many others are watching this video, and you will get to know their details. Now, this is a place where, you know, like-minded people can come up, and like-minded people can start getting together. Now, this is one initiative that Facebook is trying to experiment with. When you're talking about something, or when you're browsing profiles through Facebook, let's say I like IKEA. Now, when I like IKEA, you will also see that how many of your friends like IKEA as well. Now, that is existing between you and your friends. Now, how about this? How about you going to IKEA, and how many people who are strangers, that means you don't know these people, and what are the things that you have in common? Now, I'm browsing somebody's profiles, and I get to know that this person, who is not in my friends list, which means he's pretty much a stranger to me, and what are the things that we have in common? Now, this gives you a functionality where you can meet like-minded people like you, and you can start engaging or increasing your database of people, of your social contacts, you may call that anything. Now, this is something that Facebook is really experimenting with. Google has a way where you can track offline purchases using their Google Ads platform. Now, Facebook is trying to collate all the platforms where a conversion happens. For example, a conversion may happen on your website, it may happen on your mobile app, it may happen as an offline purchase. Now, Facebook is coming up with ways where it can capture all the conversions or pixel actions that have been taken across all these platforms, so that you get a holistic view of across all the platforms how much did your Facebook conversions or Facebook ads convert, whether it is a website or an app or an offline purchase. Now, this is going to be a really exciting feature. Possibly one of the biggest updates that I have in this episode is by Google, and how Google has made certain changes, or is going to make certain changes to its exact match keywords. Now, exact match keywords always had this specific functionality that your ads would show up only when somebody searches for the exact same keyword. Now, if I have a keyword named cab or a taxi in exact match in my AdWords account, it means that my ad would only show for that keyword called taxi, and it would not be showing for keywords like book a taxi or taxi bookings online. This update will prove to you that Google is really capitalizing on the machine learning capabilities, where exact keywords or exact match keywords going forward will start showing up for your keywords as long as the meaning doesn't change. Which means if somebody is using a keyword called cab now in exact match in their AdWords account, and if the user is searching for a keyword called taxi, it is going to show because they have the same meaning, or the messaging is the same. Now, this is applicable in two cases. Either Google will look at the meaning of the keyword, and it will also look at the intent of the keyword. Now, book a taxi, hire a cab. Now, both of them have the same intent, and they're also talking about similar stuff, which is the meaning is the same in both the cases. Now, in these cases, your ads will start showing for exact match keywords if the intent and the meaning of the words match. Nevertheless, what will not change is Google will still start preferring the exact keyword. Now, that will definitely be given the preference, which means I am searching for, let's say I have an AdWords account and I have an exact match keyword called cab. Now, there are two people who are users who are searching for cab, and the second person is searching for taxi. Now, my ad will be preferred for the first guy because he's exactly searching for the keyword. There is a good chance that my ad may be showing to the second person because the meaning is the same, but the preference will be given to the first guy who is searching for my exact keyword. As simple as that. Usage of a lot of JavaScript will become a hindrance to your websites to be considered as mobile first. Now, with the increasing demand of people browsing or searching for stuff on mobile phones, mobile first became a very, very advanced, very useful model for all the people to show up their websites or content on mobiles, because that was mobile first category. Now, using a lot of JavaScript could be a hindrance to that. Now, what is the solution? Are you asking us to get rid of JavaScript content from our website? Come on, JavaScript is exciting, and it brings out those effects like nobody else when you include them in the website. Now, Google is suggesting include them on the non-mobile version of your website, which means the websites which is the desktop version. And as far as the mobile websites are concerned, please refrain from using a lot of JavaScript content, which Google might start terming as something harmful. So do not use a lot of JavaScript content on your mobile-based websites. September 11th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Save the date again. Google is launching an online session at the set date and time about how voice will change local search. Now, people from Gary Vaynerchuk to Amazon to everybody has, all the stalwarts in the industry have been trying to tell us or make us understand the impact that voice will have in our daily lives. Now, 43% of Americans already have a voice assistant installed in their homes. Now, that is enough for us to understand how big voice is going to become, and Google doesn't want to stay behind the race. Now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to inculcate how this voice methodology functions into the way how search results are displayed, and they're trying to do it with the local search results first. Now, if you are a local business and if you would really want to maximize the visibility on Google using voice, now you don't want to miss this session. It's scheduled at September 11th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Do not miss the session and understand how voice is going to shape the future of local search on Google. Now, Twitter, we should really appreciate this, because Twitter and Periscope has come up with a live audio broadcasting feature in your Twitter accounts, and you should already be seeing it because I see it in my account. So you just go to your Twitter, and this is only available from your Twitter mobile app on iOS for the time being. I need to check if it's available on the Android systems yet. So I will check on that and I will revert to you. And in the meantime, if you have an iOS phone and you have a Twitter app installed, go to your compose tweet option and you will see a small option, a rounded square, which would say live. Now, this live option is used to audio broadcast your content. Now, what else do you need? You can start broadcasting content on the move, where this is very good for content creators who really want to make it big on the podcasts. Now, I think that's the only update that I have about Twitter today. I still need to get over this weekly digest thing because I've started doing the daily digest. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is Amazon, and how Amazon ads are slowly but effectively trying to take on Google and Facebook. Taking on Google and Facebook may sound a little like an exaggeration at this point in time, but they are consistently moving there. But I'll give you a small example. Talk about Verizon, who is trying to sell their products, whether it's internet or whether it's phones or whatever they're trying to sell. They don't sell things on Amazon platform, which means they're not a seller on the Amazon platform, but you see a lot of their ads showing up on the Amazon ad platform trying to sell their products. And they actually made they did a lot of action on the Prime Day, the Amazon Prime Day, where there were a lot of products being sold at great discounts. Now, Verizon was one of the big players during that. Now, at this rate, Amazon has already got everything from the e-commerce point of view, and you don't have to be surprised if these guys emerge as one of the strongest contenders in the ad space for such products. Time for some Instagram updates. Now, even before we start talking about the Instagram updates, let me ask you something. Have you tried the super zoom effects on Instagram stories? They're absolutely mind-blowing, and these are totally meme-worthy, and you have about 6 such effects, and they're crazy. They're crazy. They're really good. You should start doing experimenting with those super zoom effects on Instagram stories if you have not already started doing it. Now, Instagram has been blocking celebrities' accounts, at least in India, saying that they're too fast or they're too active on Instagram. Now, people are confused about why I'm a celebrity, people know me, and why is my Instagram account blocked? Now, apparently it blocked saying that you're too fast and you're doing too much of action in a restricted amount of time. Now, could it be an approach where Instagram is trying to tell people that they have taken security seriously? Perhaps. It sounds like it. Now, the last piece of update that I have about Instagram today would be about, let me check. Yes. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of you already know this, but did you know that you can run Instagram ads on Instagram stories? Now, all of us were so happy that Instagram stories were free of ads. At least I was very happy until I realized that you can actually start advertising on Instagram stories. Now, this is a very unique point to keep in mind. Now, do you know what makes Instagram stories very, very tryable? Do you know how people are excited? Why people are excited to try Instagram stories? Because they're natural. They don't include any high definition camera, carefully formatted lighting and effects. They don't do anything of that sort. Instagram stories are natural. You just take a story, you just shoot a video and post it on Instagram stories. It's quite natural. Now, ads on that front will have to be more polished, and you cannot include a very blurry picture of your product if you want to run an Instagram ad on your Instagram stories. Now, next time you see a super polished image of a particular product that you see on Instagram story, there's a high possibility that it could be an ad in the Instagram story. Earlier, when you try creating ads, if you have tried creating ads on Facebook, you will understand what I'm trying to say. Now, if you have tried creating ads on Facebook earlier, there is an option where you can edit placement and you can include certain Instagram elements. Now, you can include Instagram stories from the edit placement if you want to do it that way, or automatic placements on Facebook has also included the option, which means it's automatically involved, where if you choose automatic placements, your ads will show on Instagram stories automatically. That's it from today, and hopefully I will meet you on another day with some new bits of information which you would really, really appreciate and consume. Now, before I go, let me ask you a question. Let me actually ask you a question. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? I still see a lot of no's. So please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification icon to receive these updates onto your phones, onto your systems every day. Now, on that note, this is Casey signing off from Digital Titans, and I will see you on another bright sunny day with a lot of other updates. Cheers.